So unfortunately, it's kind of embarrassing for me, but anyways, if somebody wants to read chapter 13, verses 1 through 6.
Let brotherly love continue. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. Remember them that are in bonds, as bound with them, and them which suffer adversity, as being yourselves also in the body. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But who of whoremongers and adulterers God will judge. Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as you have. For he hath said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. So that we may boldly say, the Lord is my helper, and I will not fear what man shall do unto me.
Now, Diane, I'm going to put you on the spot for a minute. Since you lived in San Francisco, how many homeless people are around there? There's lots, right? How many times have they ever walked up to you and you just, get away from me, you stink, go away, leave me alone? And I did that yesterday. Some dude came up to me and wanted some money, and I was like, go away, go, just move over there, leave me alone, get away from the truck, don't steal nothing. And then I turned to this and started looking, and unfortunately, it might have been one of God's angels that I was entertaining and didn't know it. And Sean's sermon came back about reaching a hand out to people and giving them your hand. And so I was thinking about it this morning. I wish I would have had a track and maybe just gave them a track instead of giving them pocket change or anything else. Some of those guys would probably look at you and shoot you or throw it down in your face, but at least you've done what you're supposed to do. And it says right here, remember them that are in bonds as bonds with them, and them that which suffer adversity as being yourselves also in the body. And with us who have a place to live and have money, we kind of take it for granted, and they're out there running around on the streets trying to get some pocket change just to do their laundry or whatever. And like I said, it's kind of embarrassing because it could have been one of God's angels, and I'll probably pay for that later on. And then in verse 5, in verse 5 it says, let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as you have. For he hath said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee, so that we may boldly say, the Lord is my helper, and I will not fear what man shall do unto me. Basically it's saying, or what I got out of it, basically it's saying be thankful for what you have because the Lord gave it to you, and pretty much he could take it away, so don't covet what other people have. And also pretty much saying rely on the Lord and he'll give you what you need, and other than that you don't need nothing else from anybody. You don't need their money. If people have millions of dollars, I find myself a lot of times going, man, I wish I had the money that this guy had, because I'd be out there buying all these horse ranches and everything else. But I don't need it. I'd probably be committed there and probably wouldn't be here on Sundays because of that being a weakness. So anyways, if somebody else has something to add.
Amen.
Nothing else to add?
Diane talks to those people, and she finds out their name, and she tells them about the Lord. Get saved.
I'm glad somebody does, because it's not the job for me, believe it or not. But anyway.
Stephen?
Yeah.
Many years ago, our church in Stockton was having a garage sale, and a family came by, and they wanted to sell us some things so that they could get some money instead of having to be baby boots. And I offered them $5 for a stroller or something. And I thought later, and I have felt bad about it ever since, I should have given them $20 and let them keep the stroller, because they needed it more than the church did. So I don't know if that means anything to anybody or not, but it was certainly a blessing to me.
Well, I just know it's something hard for everybody doing here. Most people, I mean, if I was a smaller guy or a single woman, I'd probably be like, oh God, get away from me, let me go lock myself in the car until this guy leaves or whatever. But so anyway, just remember that them telemarketers and homeless people and pretty much everybody that you can't stand, they could be an angel sitting right here amongst you and you don't know it, and you could be entertaining them. And really know nothing of it. So keep that in mind, and keep Sean's sermon in mind about reaching a hand out to people, as you seen when we had a visitor in here, because Sherry and him both went out there and just took a little time to talk to the kid, and he came in, he ran out the door as fast as he could. But you know, I look at the angels as being kind of spies for God and saying, hey, this dude's doing this, so we might want to.
I got something to add. Well, if homeless people, a lot of times they're having a substance abuse problem. So giving them money is not usually a good thing. A real good example here recently, Jennifer was up in Sacramento and she was stopping at a stoplight to make a left turn, and was a lady outside who looked like she hadn't eaten in weeks, and we just looked absolutely horrible. So you have to be careful, because you don't want to, so a lot of times these people can rob you or do bad things to you.
Right.
So she told her through the window, meet me over at that McDonald's over there. Just walk over there, meet me over there. And so she drove over there, and then they went in and she bought her dinner, and witnessed to her for quite a while. And when I heard about it later on, I was like, oh my goodness, she did all that? You know. But actually, she took a risk, but I think it was an okay risk to take.
Right. Anything else? If nothing else, you want to do prayer requests, or what do you want to do? All right. Mac, would you lead us in a word of prayer to dismiss? And